This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, Hazleton's fire chief has some summer grilling safety tips, that and much more coming up. Hello everyone, and thanks for watching. It's a new week, sure to be filled with information, and you are in the right spot to get caught up on everything. Welcome to FYI, I'm Ken Kara, and here's our Monday headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. With the GOP budget deadline a day away, Governor Tom Wolf has signaled he will veto all or parts of the state budget bill that was passed in Harrisburg on Saturday. The bill passed 122 to 77, with all Democrats and 2 Republicans voting against it. Governor Wolf sent a letter out this morning to state employees who work for the Commonwealth, stating that payroll will continue to be processed and there are no anticipated delays to employees' scheduled pay. Here's State Representative Tara Toohill, who's supporting the House bill.
Before I came into office, there were 8 budgets that went past the deadline, and I've been very proud working with the leadership here in the House of Representatives to make sure that we've had on-time budgets. They've been tax-free budgets, no tax budgets, and make sure that we're fiscal stewards and we're taking care of people's money. So it's really important that we get our nose to the grindstone here and are able to have a good budget that helps children, helps needy seniors, and doesn't have cuts in those areas, and at the same time is on time.
Wolf has until 12 a.m. tomorrow to sign the bill. If he vetoes the bill, there will be no state budget in place by June 30th. That's the deadline. A large fight in the city of Hazleton sent one man to the hospital, and police are looking for his actor. It happened last night around 8:35 p.m. in the area of Bennett Court and Hemlock Streets. Police responded to a report of a large fight. They found a Hispanic male with a laceration to his chest from a knife wound. The man was transported to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, for his injuries. No word on his name or condition. The suspect is described as a Hispanic male with a mustache and shaved head. Anyone with information is asked to call Hazleton police. Meanwhile, while responding to the fight, police took 39-year-old Maria Vasquez of Hazleton into custody for recklessly endangering and simple assault. She's accused of striking a child less than 12 years of age. 2 people were killed in a one-car crash over the weekend in Foster Township. The crash happened just before 7:30 p.m. Saturday on North Lehigh Gorge Drive in Foster Township. State police identified the deceased as 57-year-old Gerald Lynn Switzer of Weatherly and 38-year-old Kevin Frick of Pittston. According to state police at Hazleton, Switzer was traveling south on North Lehigh Gorge Road at a high rate of speed, lost control, and began to spin. His 2004 Crown Victoria went off the right side of the road and struck a tree. Frick was a passenger in the car. Both men were pronounced dead at the scene. The final phase of parish restructuring will soon be completed in the Diocese of Allentown. Final masses were held this past weekend for 5 Roman Catholic churches that will soon consolidate under one roof. The merger includes the parishes of St. Joseph and St. Mauritius in Ashland, St. Joseph and St. Vincent de Paul in Girardville, and Our Lady of Good Counsel in Gordon. The merger takes effect this Wednesday, July 1st. The new parish will be named St. Charles Borromeo and will be housed in St. Vincent's in Girardville. This is the final merger for the Diocese of Allentown and will end the restructuring that began back in 2008. Summer is officially upon us, and the 4th of July weekend is quickly approaching. Many people will be gathering with family and friends outdoors and cooking on the grill. Lisa and I are having a hot dog eating contest. Not really, but FYI's Lisa Sugart is here with Hazleton Fire Chief Donald Leschko, and they're talking about grilling safety.
Well, everyone is out and about in the warm weather, and one question that might be on your mind is how to stay safe this summer. We have some important summer safety tips, and here to give us some great advice is Hazleton's Fire Chief Donald Leschko. Chief, what kind of calls do you get now in the warm weather with so many people out and enjoying the warm temperatures?
We get a lot of calls in regards to burning complaints. A lot of people this time of year, because the biggest thing is cleaning up their yards. They want to clean up their yards from the fall, from the spring and from the winter we had, everybody knows the horrible winter we had. It was very tremendous winter, and they want to clean up their yards. And in this city, you're not allowed to have open burning debris, yard debris, waste, leaves or anything like that. So we get a lot of calls about that. You can though have a fire that is an approved container for recreational cooking, and that means if you're cooking on the grill, cooking in type of a fire in your yard, or for recreational use, you are allowed to do that. That's under the city ordinance. But we get a lot of calls about that, and a lot of the calls are people just there's people just didn't know the law, and a lot of we've had very few incidents where we went on and people have given us a hard time or have had issues. Once we explain to them what the ordinance is and what's going on, pretty much it's rectified and taken care of. And again, we just want everyone to really more or less practice good fire safety for the summer.
All right, and one thing that we take into consideration is where you place your grill. Is there a law as to where you can place it, how close to a property or anything of that nature?
We follow the International Fire Code in the city of Hazleton. So if you're going to do any type of grilling, you should be doing it on a solid surface, concrete surface down in your yard. We try to recommend to keep your grills away from your houses, away from any porch areas, and covered porches and all that. We've had instances where people have called us and they says they grill, especially some of the apartment buildings in the city, they have second floor balconies, they have grills on them. They're illegal. You cannot have any type of grill on any type of balcony unit, any type of a covered porch area. So you want to keep your grill out in an open area away from your residence. That's most important. Keep it away from your residence. But in all of that, before you start using the grill for the summer, make sure you check it over. Make sure you check your tank. Make sure there's no leaks around a propane tank. And also make sure you're checking the unit itself. Again, we've seen with the harsh winters, they do a number on the grills, deteriorating the metal, causing issues with rusting. And what happens is a lot of the bottom pans of the grills are rusting out, causing the flame to come out of the grill and can cause a serious injury, and even fire. So we really want you to inspect your grill, make sure it's working properly, make sure that bottom pan where the burners are, they're all sealed, make sure the burners are working properly, and just make sure everything's clean, and that when you're grilling, make sure the children stay away from the grilling area and that you're in a safe area. And also, a good point of advice, always having a fire extinguisher nearby.
Very important advice. Everybody's going to be out cooking and grilling and doing everything. So if you have any questions, always ask your fire department because they know the best way to stay safe.
Thanks, Lisa, and I would own the hot dog eating contest. Well, the winning continues here at FYI, not just hot dog eating contest. One lucky FYI fan will receive tickets to see the Pennsylvania 400 on August 2nd. To enter, all you have to do is like our Facebook page. That's it. Go to facebook.com/FYI News 13, click like, and you'll be entered to win. And be sure to check out our page often for breaking news, and you can watch FYI each day. We post the link on our Facebook page. Well, coming up a little later on FYI, we check in on our local Little League All-Star tournaments, and Ron Marchetti, the Riddler of local sports, has trivia treats. And up next, your local weather forecast and some workout tips at Core Fitness. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Welcome back to FYI. Do you sit at a computer all day or do you text a lot? I know I am a victim of that, and we sometimes have poor posture from all this electronic devices, all the electronic devices that we use. And we're here at Core Fitness in Hazleton with Christy, and we are talking about posture today, right?
Right. Posture comes from your center, your core, all the way from your hips, all the way up here. We've discussed that. And just pulling your shoulders back, and it's almost a proud stance. Mm-hmm. So in all of today's technology and longer commutes that we have, we see that people are kind of hunching over. So that comes from a couple different things. It's looking at all of those devices, but what you're actually doing is you're stretching the muscles in your back. Okay. So we have opposing muscle groups, and we want to pull those back and strengthen those and bring them back to their original length. So one great exercise that we can do, and you can do this up to 3 times a day, anywhere that you can find a wall, okay, and you will feel really good about it. You want to put your elbows up. This is called a wall slide. Now, Janine has a shoulder injury, so this arm is going to be a little bit different than the other, but we'd like her to keep her hands flat against the wall and then slide them up on a big inhale.
I'm not getting arrested right now, right?
And then keep your core tight, keep your navel pulled in, and then you're going to draw your elbows back down towards your center.
That feels so good.
Okay, so now you're stretching back through. What you're essentially doing in that hunch position is you're tightening through the chest and you're stretching the muscles of your back. So now we're doing the opposing. Okay. We're stretching through the chest and we're strengthening the back muscles again. So you want to do this about 10 times. You want to hold it at the top and you want to reach your fingers up towards the ceiling and then exhale and pull it back down, belly button tight.
And again, who doesn't have a wall? They could do this at home, in the morning, at night.
Yeah, definitely.
Should you do this before you work out, your stretches like this, or is this something you do?
You can do this pretty much any time of the day, and especially if you work in an office, you really can. I would recommend getting up from your desk and moving at least once an hour.
If you could take a cigarette break,
if you can take a cigarette break, you can take a stretch break. So definitely get up, just walk, stretch yourself a little bit, pull your shoulders back, and check your posture. Look in the mirror and you'll see whether you're here or there.
All right,
and
maybe I'll grow an
another
inch.
tip that I say for posture is I like to play these little games with myself when I'm at traffic lights. And so if I'm sitting at a red light, what I will do is I'll pull my abs in and I'll lift my chest up and then wait for the light to turn green and then go on. So it's a little game.
Little game. Next week, we're talking about strength training because it's very important for women to strength train and get their muscle going, right?
Absolutely.
You burn more calories.
Burn more calories.
All right, we'll see you next week right here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
Then Dorothy was taken up in a twister, and that's how TV got to be in color. This weather shot reminded me of The Wizard of Oz, obviously. And guess what? There's some rain coming our way, obviously. Let's go to our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, only a slight chance of showers. That's after 3 a.m., mostly cloudy. Our low will be around 60 degrees. Tuesday, when the rain really moves in on the extended forecast, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. A thunderstorm around right at noon, mostly cloudy with a high of 78 degrees. New rainfall amounts between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. Tuesday night, another 60% chance of showers and a possible thunderstorm as we get down to 62 degrees, and it's possible rainfall amounts can get up to 1/4 and 1/2 inch. Wednesday, a chance of showers, 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy. Our high will be 76. Wednesday night, down to a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. That's before 9 p.m. Mostly cloudy. Low will be 59 degrees on Thursday. Partly sunny with a high of 75. Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Our low will be 59. On Friday, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, high of 77. And Friday night, same thing, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low of 63 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazelton. Treat yourself today.
Green screen like the Wicked Witch of the West. It's the Wizard of Oz block. Here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 201, pick 3 977, pick 4 2168, and pick 5 69252. These lottery numbers brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency, and they have 2 locations to serve you. One is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue, the other in Nescopec on Broad Street. Call them in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescopec at 570-752-7683. We have the Sportscast next on FYI.
80 years of business here in Greater Hazelton. We're back at Friedman Electric in the showroom. We're back with Lisa Connect to tell you about some other items aside from lighting that you can purchase right here in Hazelton. Lisa, thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
All right, security. Everyone's concerned about security and keeping their home and their family safe. You actually offer some items.
We do, in addition to security lighting, which is the easiest way to secure your home, we also have camera systems.
Okay.
They can be as simple as a simple wireless system where they're actually a package deal. You get 4 of these little cameras. They talk wirelessly to the DVR. It's a pretty simple setup. You do have to power the cameras to more complicated custom systems, custom wired systems. And we will sit down with you and we'll talk to you about, and actually visit the site if needed, and talk to you about, what would be the best system for seeing everything that you want to see on your cameras.
Something nice about coming to a local business like Friedman Electric is you get that one-on-one attention and you get people that are experienced. So how long have you been here and how long have you been working with this kind of equipment?
I've been here for 8 years, and we've been selling cameras as long as I've been here. We've seen an upswing in it, in people's interest in the security cameras. So we're doing a lot more of that these days. We also have a specialist in our company that works for all of the Friedman stores. That is all he does. And so if there's something that I can't help you with or Jerry can't help you with, then Phil would be more than glad to come out and take a look and help. And we've done several systems in the area successfully.
Good. All right, so when you think of Friedman Electric, think lighting, but also think security cameras. You have the heated floor system and all kinds of items here. We want you to participate in shopping local. Friedman Electric is celebrating 80 years in business. They have a Facebook page and they have a website, so you can either stop by Hazleton or you can check them out online. And we're here in downtown Hazleton, again, with Friedman Electric, and join us every week here on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
I never made a catch in Little League, but I can catch you up right now with all the 11 and 12-year-old All-Star Tournament action. Let's go to the FYI Standard Speakers scoreboard. I got hit by a lot of pitches in Little League. Anyway, in the District 24 tournament, here's some results from games on Sunday. Pottsville Rotary, they topped Shenandoah. Schuylkill Haven beat Ashland. These are all teams in pool number 1 in that tournament, so using my math skills, both Pottsville Rotary and Schuylkill Haven are on top of the standings at 1-0. Ashland and Shenandoah are a game back. In pool number 3, St. Clair, Port Carbon, and New Philadelphia, 3 great communities, 1 team. They beat Pine Grove, and Frackville won in 5 innings against Railway Park. The same sports math applies here in the standings. On Tuesday, Ashland and Shenandoah will meet up in Pool 1, and Frackville will play SPN. And also on Tuesday, Monomoy City plays their first game in the tournament against Upper Dauphin, who's 1-0 in a 3-team pool number 4. In the District 18 double elimination tournament, these scores from Friday. Towamensing Weatherly, or as I call them, Weather Mensing, there we go. They beat Hazel Township Whitehaven by a run. They will play at 6 p.m. on Monday at Valley West in Cunningham. The defending champs, Valley East in Drums, they play Tamaqua at 6 p.m. on Monday after an opening round win over Anthracite. West Hazleton is at home on Monday against Franklin Township, who knocked off Tri-County on Friday. And Freeland, they beat Hazleton on Friday, so they'll play at home against Jim Thorpe on Monday. The Iron Pigs, they played a doubleheader against Louisville on Sunday after being rained out on Saturday. They split the twin bill. Russ Kanzler was 3 for 13 in the series. In that game 2 win, he went 1 for 3 with a run scored. He was hot on Friday night, going 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI. The Rail Riders lost on Sunday to Buffalo. They also dropped a game on Friday to the Bison. The game on Saturday was postponed to July 5th. The Rail Riders start this week in Lehigh Valley to take on Russ Kanzler and the Iron Pigs in Allentown. We'll have highlights from tonight's District 18 Little League games, by the way, tomorrow on FYI. But right now, we have Ron Marchetti with Trivia Treats.
Happy birthday to Danny Fornataro Jr. and Harmon Killebrew would have been 79 years old today. Hi, everybody, on this final Monday in June. This is Trivia Treats, and we'll start tonight with another trivia question, which I think nobody will know. Which reigning heavyweight boxing champion battled a professional wrestler? And it really only happened once. Rocky Balboa versus Hulk Hogan, good answer. That only happened one time in a movie, Rocky. But it did happen once, for real. On this day, in 1976, 39 years ago, Muhammad Ali fought Japanese pro wrestler Antonio Inoki to a draw in Tokyo. The match turned out to be a farce. 14,000 people responded to the lack of action by throwing trash toward the ring. Ali landed only 2 punches. That event turned out to be a real stinker. Also on this day, Willie Stargell hit 3 home runs for the Pirates and narrowly missed a 4th against the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. A few years later, Stargell will hit the first of 2 balls ever hit completely out of Dodger Stadium, with one in 1969 and the other in 1973. It only happened once after that, in 1997, when Mike Piazzi accomplished that feat. Question: what Major League pitcher issued the most walks in one game? Answer: Bruno Haas of the Philadelphia A's walked 16 batters in one game 100 years ago today in 1915, and that record was tied when Tommy Byrne of the St. Louis Browns walked 16 in the 13-inning game in 1951. Finally, on this day in 1976, 39 years ago, Toby Harrah of the Texas Rangers had a bizarre day during a doubleheader against the Chicago White Sox at Arlington Stadium. Harrah had no fielding chance in either game and became the first shortstop in Major League history to go through a twin bill without an assist, putout, or error. But he did collect 6 hits in 8 at-bats while driving in 8 runs, including a walk-off grand slam in the opener, which is the closer for me tonight. Have a nice week. See you Friday. Till then, stay loose, and happy July 4th.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Hazleton Public Transit would like to let residents know that their offices will be closed Friday, July 3rd, and bus service will not be available on Saturday, July 4th. All regular services will resume Sunday, July 5th. For more information, please call 570-459-5414. And one more quick announcement, the 5th Annual Cooper Cup Golf Tournament to benefit the nonprofit J.W. Cooper Community Center is set for August 28th at the Schuylkill Country Club in Orwigsburg. The center is located in Shenandoah at the former J.W. Cooper High School building. The tournament will begin at 9 a.m. with a shotgun start. Cost is $50 per golfer and includes fees, cart, food, prizes, and more. Limit of 120 golfers. For more information, please email Kent at steinmetzjewelers.com. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Patricia A. Russo of Washington Township, New Jersey. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Church of the Holy Family. Viewing is Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. and Thursday from 8:15 to 9:15 a.m. Andrew E. Waugh Sr. of Clares. Memorial is Tuesday at 8 p.m. at the Lamar Christ Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 7 to 8 p.m. Veronica Bresnak Gatch. Funeral is Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. And Joseph Wallawender of Tresco. Arrangements will be announced by the Damiano Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is William Duffy of Hazleton. William, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
We're cooking up a great show for you on July 3rd. Don't worry, Tuesday through Thursday will be fun too, I promise. But get ready for all of that this week, and like our Facebook page to be entered to win NASCAR Pennsylvania 400 tickets at the Pocono Raceway. That's it for today. Take it easy, everyone.
Atlantic Coal, modern mining method at work. To learn more about modern mining in a safe environment, go to AtlanticCoal.com.